See, this is why they mad. This is exactly why they mad. They want you to be mad and depressed because we lost the first game. But their response, that's all we need to know. What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys Fan Talk, right back. Like I never left. What's going on with y'all? Happy Sunday. I hope y'all are doing phenomenally. I am doing great. Sitting back and thinking about our team. I got some great things to share with y'all. But before we get into that, let me do two things. First and foremost, let me thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all support. We are close to about a little bit under 100 something away, if I'm not mistaken, from 33K. So if you're not subscribed and you want to support the channel, hit the subscribe button. And I want to shout out my channel sponsor, Sleeper, for powering the channel over the next football season. Sleeper is the best daily fantasy sports picking app. You need to tap in with them because Sleeper got some amazing things. And you can get 100% or $100 match bonus when you sign up today.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code CFT. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
Thank you, Sleeper, for sponsoring this video. Now, everybody, especially our division rivals that we just played, want the Cowboys fans to be depressed. I've been covering the Cowboys, or whatever you want to call it, a content creator for 5 years now, starting in 2020. And I know this fan base's pulse. I know when there's false bravado. I know when there's genuine excitement and everything in between. Right now, Cowboys fans have optimism, genuine optimism. And they should, because what we saw on Thursday night, whether the Eagles fans want us to believe it or not, and trust me, their reactions to everything, I haven't been able to tweet. I can't go to the grocery store. Every time I say anything, it's an Eagle fan under my comments. Seriously. But y'all lost. Okay, man. No one said we didn't lose. I haven't seen one Cowboys fan try to make an excuse as to why we lost. We not trying to say y'all cheated. We ain't saying the refs cheated us. Nothing. All we said was, you know what? If we was on top of our game, we would have beat them. And you know why that gives us a sense of pride for all of the Eagles fans that's confused? Because we heard for the last 7 to 8 months that we weren't even allowed to step on the field with the Eagles. We shouldn't. Dak Prescott is completely washed. It's over for him. He's not going to be good. Trayvon Diggs coming off an injury is not good at all. He shouldn't even show up. Remember these talks? You know what I'm saying? CeeDee Lamb, we're just going to double him, bracket him. He's not going to be able to get nothing done. And going out there and not playing at our best. And don't think that we did. After trading one of our best players in Micah Parsons. That made it even worse. People's like, y'all even got Micah? It's completely over for y'all. To take them down to the final minutes and to have moments like Miles Sanders fumble, multiple drop passes from CeeDee Lamb, which is to me uncharacteristic of CeeDee Lamb in those moments, and to have Dak Prescott throwing multiple dots, hitting people in their hands, Schoonmaker, CD, etc. You guys might have woke up a sleeping monster. I think, and this is where I might lose some of y'all, but it's cool. I think that if the Cowboys, right, had won that game, it might have been to our detriment. Now you're going to say, what, winning the game to your detriment? Yeah, because I'm a firm believer that the Cowboys don't handle success well. We don't. We don't. You know, anytime we get a little too overhyped, we feel ourselves, and we go out there and we stop putting as much focus. And this isn't a Brian Schottenheimer thing. Maybe he's changing that. This is just what I've noticed since I've been a fan. We need to keep some wood kindling that fire, some gas on it or something. And playing that well, and unfortunately losing, because it still sucked, but having so many positive things to take away from it, might have been the perfect scenario. Keep the front office hungry, knowing we might need to add somebody else, because we might. But we also might have found some gems in that game. Just for the fact, look, for everybody trying to hate on Dak Prescott, PFF, they do the grading, not me. I'm not even saying PFF is gospel, but PFF always leans towards the Eagles. They love the Eagles. They have every Eagle. When you go through and look at all of the actual metrics on each position, they're always rated super high. You know what I'm saying? Pretty sure some Eagles fans that work there. So for them to have to begrudgingly grade Dak Prescott above Jalen Hurts, I know we was doing something right. 90% grade for Dak, 80 something for Hurts. I know we was doing something right. I said, okay, all right, all right. Things is looking up. Then you start just really peeling back the layers of this onion as to what happened in that game. And I know Eagles fans gonna say, but we didn't have Jalen Carter. We didn't play our best game. Who you think helped y'all not play y'all best game? I know y'all think Jalen Carter's Aaron Donald. He ain't quite that yet. He got the potential to be, but he ain't there yet. He got to at least have a 10-sack season before y'all start keep anointing him. Keep anointing him. And he probably ain't going to be back this week. That suspension coming down. But anyway, Jalen Carter is amazing. But you're not going to go and have 10, or maybe 11 players in the top 100. Quarterback, running back, I think, multiple defensive players, and all this extra stuff. Everybody in the top 100. And then you lose one, and that crippled your team. Not trying to hear it. Not trying to hear it. Especially from a team that shouldn't even have stepped on the field with you. So, yeah, there's optimism. There's optimism. You got people saying, well, we kept it close with the Eagles. No. Your guys said you was going to blow us out for months. The media said it. Everybody said it. And when it didn't happen, it's like, oh. Like when Trayvon Diggs, use him as an example. Y'all said Trayvon Diggs, it was over for him. The injury just killed his career. That boy came back and had A.J. Brown on an island. Let's look at Trayvon Diggs' stats for tonight. Trayvon Diggs gave up 0 yards allowed, 0 targets thrown at him, 1 tackle on A.J. Brown. Welcome to Diggs Island. He allowed 0 yards on A.J. Brown. I think for the entire game, he had an 80% coverage grade, 0 yards allowed, 1 pressure, 1 forced incompletion, 0% passer rating allowed. But see, they're quiet about that. No one wants to talk about how great Diggs looked. I'm going to talk about it because he deserves it. When people were trying to kick him off this team, you don't kick off the team. Diggs is a sleeping monster. Sleeping monster. CeeDee Lamb ain't really a sleeping monster, but y'all ain't helping it. The disrespect he's been getting from his own fans, not from the haters supposed to hate. The media gonna hate. The CeeDee Lamb came back in, went straight back to work. Y'all creating a monster. Everyone went home for this little break, the little 10-day break. He gave him a couple days off, you know what I'm saying? Recuperate, get their body right. CeeDee Lamb the next day, back in there working. Back, film of him working on the jugs machine. Hundreds of catches. Putting in the work because he ain't satisfied with what he felt. And then Dak Prescott, y'all know how I feel about Dakota. Y'all know. He came out there locked in. So many people been trying to bury him for years. And every time y'all try to bury him, he come back firing. I was encouraged. He was moving around. He shrugged off a Jordan Davis sack. Like, get off me. Get off me. Dots all over the field. Trust me. We're a sleeping monster. And I know there's some negative things. Like, I would love better effort from George Pickens and stuff like that. I touched on that in the live video. Go tap in with that to see what I was talking about. But overall, like even the defense, man, right now, as we speak right now, Micah Parsons is playing. He just caused the interception with one of his pressures. Micah Parsons is probably going to have a great year. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off. Ain't nobody saying he's not a good player. At least I wasn't. But two things can be true. That don't mean that we're buried on the defense. I was proud of the defense. We played a different brand of defense. We were boom or bust. Now we're going to be a sound, make you work for every yard type of defense. I prefer make you work for every yard. Outside of some games, it's super dominant because our pass rush is just crazy and you can't move the football. But then in other games, the discipline that's needed, like the bigger games, it ain't there. Because those splash plays don't come when you playing certain big name offenses. That quarterback got a faster release. That disruption don't hurt them. And then we sitting there looking stupid. No, I like a defense that's going to be fundamentally sound and focused all year. So we make these big name quarterbacks that we end up playing work for every yard. And we're going to continue to build. There's names that stuck out to me. Solomon Thomas looked good. James Houston looked good. I told you about the corners, Deron Bland and Trayvon Diggs. Phenomenal game. Philly got great receivers. Don't think Jalen Hurts didn't want to throw it to him. They was just locked down. Diggs and we've been waiting for Diggs and Bland to play together. And then they finally play together and we act like it wasn't a big deal. No. Now, one person I want to see on the field more, we need a blitz or a missile. I feel like our linebackers are a little lackluster. Sanborn leaves a lot to be desired. Kenneth Murray is athletic, but his processing don't seem like it's right to me. Maris Leofau last year, when Overshawn got hurt, Maris was that missile. I wish the coaching staff go back and please figure out that Maris needs to be on the field. I know that ain't your guy, Eberflus, but you need to realize he is a missile. We need him on the field. Need him on the field. But as far as this team, there's so many things to be optimistic about. The offensive line, moving people. BB, Tyler Booker, Tyler Smith, Tyler Guyton putting paws on people, literally. like, and not to mention, Terrence still look good too. Yeah, y'all. Yeah. Now I would love for them to take a look at wide receiver 3. I like Turpin out there, but Flournoy might need to get some snaps if you're not going to bring Trayshawn Holden up, because Tober might not be it. But overall, so many things to be optimistic about. The balance that Schottenheimer called that game with, like, I'm excited, y'all. Don't let nobody kill your optimism. The Eagles fans is trying their best because they're mad. They're like, how do y'all lose to us and not be depressed? And I'm like, y'all don't understand. If you're casual, yeah, the loss broke you. But if you tapped in, if you cartel, if you locked in like we are, you like, nah, I see greatness on the horizon. I do. I see a great team on the horizon. I ain't even mentioned Kenny Clark. But we'll talk about that later. Yeah, but I'm excited about what I've been seeing, man. Sleeping monsters. Y'all should have let us sleep. The Eagles fans had one job. One job. Y'all could have came out there and broke our confidence. And somehow, y'all gave us more confidence. It's your boy, Mr. Wrong. Ahow.